Hi Madals, hi people new, hi whoever you are. So today you might notice there's an earring hanging out of my ear and it's too hot in this room, so I'm incredibly overheating and too sweaty. I love my piercings to death, we all know this. I've got 9 piercings, but this is what happens when, in my case, I took my piercings out for a job before they were ready, and I knew before they were ready because with my other one I have no complications with the second one on this ear, and it was because I waited a whole year before changing the jewellery over, you know, and there was no complications and it actually fell out because it was ready to come out, whereas these ears, this one and this one, like my third lobe piercing on this ear and my second lobe piercing on this ear, are absolute pains. And usually this one is the one that, the third one, the heart in, is the one that misbehaves the most. But tonight, this one here is misbehaving the most. And I'm trying to shove an earring through it to reopen it, and it's having none of it. Okay. I'm normally not squeamish when it comes to piercings, but this is really hurting because it's getting irritated. Oh, fuck me. It really hurts. Oh, fucking hell. It just doesn't want to know. Tonight it just doesn't want to know. It just doesn't want to know. Oh my god, I've been trying to get it through the front this whole time, and then the first attempt to get it through the back and it just slides straight in. Are you kidding me? Oh, my ear is actually swelling where I've been pestering it so much. And then I put it in backwards and it just goes right in. Are you kidding me? No pain, just... That's ridiculous. I'm so mad. This ear is actually taking the piss tonight. So... Oh, thank God. Finally. That took a ridiculous amount of time. Finally got my no faces, my pansexual earrings, another pansexual earring, no face, and a heart. I love that combination of earrings. Anyways, on with the video. I just tried to put a necklace on, but it's so hot in here that my fingers are just slick with like sweat, so I'm trying to do this bloody necklace and I'm just like, it's impossible. It's literally impossible. Plus I moisturise a lot, so I'm betting that the moisturiser is just melting off me. But see, the thing is, I would open my window, but I have a rational fear of windows at night, and even though I know no one's out there, my brain's like, danger. I can't do it. I can't do it. Just looking at it makes me scared. Opening it would be terrifying. So that's fun. Anyways, on with the video. I know I wanted to make a piercing related video today, but I wasn't sure which one until literally as I was trying to get that bloody piercing in, I was like, and this is why you don't take your piercings out for a job before they're ready. Honestly, I would never again take my piercings out for a job, or if I had to take them out, I would never again want to take them out before my piercings were ready, like before the optimal time for me, because personally I know people say after 6 weeks you can change your jewellery, but I like to wait a year because that's what works for me. Maybe I'm just a bit of a slow healer, but I waited about a year with my second lobe there, and there is literally no issue with it. It's beautifully healed. But these two, I take them out before a year. I think they've been in quite a few months as well, because I got them done in the March, and then I had my job in like the September. So I think I'm just quite a slow healer, but yeah, they were fine, but then when I took them out, kept taking them in and out, now they are like pains. They get so tiny. They don't close over, but they shrink really fast, whereas this one takes a bit longer to shrink, and I think it's because of the literal fact that I kept that one in like probably over a year, like the initial jewellery. And it worked. It worked for me. So honestly, I would never again take out my piercings for a job, or I would not want to take it out before like the year mark in general, or switch them over before the year mark, because that's just what works for my body. But again, people heal faster than others. Some people are more slower, some people more faster, some people about like just whatever works for you. But for me personally, I would never again want to take my piercings out for a job, especially because I had so much fuss. This septum ring, not this particular one, but I used to have a silver one, and I literally, it was so draining. Like, when you watch the vlogs from that time, the amount of meltdowns I had over this little ring either not going in or losing the ball before work, and like, or not being able to get the ball back on, or, and the amount of money it cost me after leaving my job to get like this fixed, and my traguses. I had plastic traguses, now I don't. I have beautiful metal ones. I love my tragus so much. But before this, I had to take out what I had before, and I had to get plastic so I could take them in and out for work, and never again. I don't like taking out my tragus piercings, they always stay in. I don't like taking out my, cartilage, and I don't like taking out my septum. Those are my 3 main piercings that always I like to keep in. My earlobes I take out, my earlobes, no, my earlobe piercing jewellery I take out a lot, just because it's so much more comfortable to sleep with like no jewellery in your earlobes. I've never really liked sleeping with earlobe jewellery in. I never even liked having my first earlobe jewellery in. I used to just have my cartilage in, but the more earlobe piercings I've got, the more I like styling them, and the more I've grown to love them. But when I was younger, I've had my earlobes pierced since I was probably about, my first ones I mean, since I was about like 4, and I didn't really like wearing them, but like, funny enough, now I love coming up with different combinations, so that's quite funny. And literally, for years, when I got this pierced, it was like my only piercing, and when I got it at like a couple days before, it was like literally like 2 days before my 16th birthday, so I was 15 when I got this. With a gun, never again. Honestly, this is kind of like a piercings, my kind of piercings, not what to do's kind of video. No guns, no piercing guns, no. I don't agree with them. Sorry people, I was sweating so badly. I can't, I actually can't. Like, this room, my bedroom, it's either freezing cold like Antarctica, or if I put the heating on, suddenly I'm in Satan's furnace and I'm melting. I cannot win. I'm either completely melting away, or I'm like, no in between, and it drives me monkey. Like, there's only like a brief period where like it's like just about right, and then I'm like roasting or I'm freezing, and I hate it so much. Also, quick note, do you like my split dye hair? I did it the other day. I got red on this side and I got purple on this side. It's my favourite hair colour I've ever done. Anyways, back to what I was saying. Kind of like my piercing nose, for me personally, and what I would recommend is, like I said, keep your initial jewellery in for as long as possible. Communicate with your piercer. Cheap jewellery, I understand. Okay, listen, I understand why people get cheap jewellery. It can be super cute, but for other people like me, I have very sensitive ears, and I had these like really pretty gem earrings in, probably like 2 years ago now, and they were like really pretty, and I had them in my first lobes, and they were like, one of them was pink. I think I might still have them actually. Don't wear them, and I'll tell you why. I actually found them. Okay, I was obsessed with, if you guys have been watching me for a long time, you might have even seen them in the vlogs. I was obsessed with these a while back, like a few years ago. If my camera will focus, hold on a moment guys. I was obsessed with them because they're really pretty, right? Anyways, so, and this was happened to my sister at the same time, my sister Ellen. Basically, this was around the time I got my traguses pierced, because I remember I had my piercer. I've known my piercer for about 2 years now. She's brilliant. She's amazing. Honestly, she did my tattoo as well on my ankle. Like, so talented. Anyways, that aside, she told me what was going on with my ear, because I think it was after maybe getting... No, it was before getting... Was it after or before? Somewhere around the time I was getting my initial piercings with her, basically. Like my traguses. And I remember going to her and saying, like, do you know what's going on with my, my earlobes? They're really, like... The skin on them kind of went really, like, pinkish and, like, flaky. And I was getting these, like, bumps all along my ear. And I was really confused. There were these teeny little bumps all over my ear. And bumpy skin on my earlobes. And I was a bit like, is it, like what's going on? And she looked at my ear and was basically saying that, like, do you wear, jewelry in your, like, first lobes? And I'm like, yes, I do. And she said it is probably the jewelry I'm wearing. So to take the jewelry out, to soak my ears in, like, chamomile tea, basically. And, like, I remember having to press chamomile tea to my ear and take vitamin D. I took vitamin D as well to help try and heal my ears. And it worked. And, like, thank you so much. But, like, it worked. But it was the jewelry. My ears, and they would get itchy. And the thing is, like, for some people, they can wear costume jewelry and, like, more, like, cheaper jewelry. And I'm not looking down on those people. Like, honestly, I was doing the same thing. They're so pretty, aren't they? But certain materials can mess with your ears. Especially if you've got sensitive skin like me. I've got quite sensitive skin in general. But, all I'm gonna say is, if your ears start getting itchy or bumpy, maybe try sticking to safer metals. I think sterling silver is pretty safe. I will leave, like, some names on the screen for you here to... My camera died, can you tell? There's just been so many difficulties in filming this, but basically what I was saying... My fringe needs cutting, I swear. But what I was saying is, that's kind of my piercing, like, I guess not an O, just a caution, because they're very cute, and don't get me wrong, they're very cute, but I'm very careful about what earrings I put in my ear, because I've had it before, the allergic reaction with the ears, it's not fun. So to be safe, definitely for initial piercings, like when you first get pierced, flatbacks are your best friend. Just in general, not even when you first get pierced, flat back earrings, mwah, so comfortable. What's another one? The material, there's some safer materials than others, because some people can be allergic to, like, I think nickel's one that people tend to get very, like allergic to quite often. I'm so boiling, this room. Anyways, yeah, basically all I'm trying to say is your initial... Oh my god, wait, butterfly backs. I own some butterfly back earrings. Literally one in my ear right now is butterfly backed. Listen, butterfly backs are not good for long-term wear. They're alright for if you take them in and out. Like, say they're the type of earrings like my earlobes, where you wear them for the day and then you... Sorry, the dog made me jump. And then you take them out to go to sleep. But please, for the love of God, do not wear butterfly back earrings in your ear continuously, because they get disgusting. And trust me, I know this because myself, piercing cheese. Just Google piercing cheese and you will understand what I mean. Honestly, I really want to get my cartilage upgraded. If you look at my ear, I will show you. This piercing here, if it will load, is my cartilage helix piercing, and it's got a little daisy in it. And I've had it for years, but I want to get it upgraded because it hangs down like this, which isn't great, which means the piercing's too heavy basically, and it's got a ball which is very uncomfortable to sleep on. Whereas flat backs like my Traeger's is, I'll try and show you. It's too awkward because the Traeger's are literally inside my ear. It's like flat against the back of my ear, and they are perfect. Honestly, flat back piercings, they're your best friend for like long-term jewelry wear. They're comfortable to sleep on. They're perfect. There's not a lot of like, it's not blocking the inside of my ear like before. Like if I was to have like non-flat back in my Traeger's piercings, for example, I wouldn't be able to put like headphones in. And when you first get pierced, you'll have a longer bar, but that's for the swelling. But then you get downsized, which is very important, and then it fits all nicely once the swelling's gone down. And honestly, there are so many things I know now that like 19-year-old me, when I've got my Traeger's done, I wish I could literally go back in time and be like, Maddie, listen, you're gonna make so many mistakes. Let me tell you not what to do. So if this helped anyone, just anyone that was in my position a few years ago, just make a few less like silly mistakes, then I've done my job. But honestly, this isn't even from like a place of like, if you do this with your piercings, I'm judging you harshly and like you're a terrible piercing person. I don't know, like you can't take care of piercings, I'm judging you so harshly, because like honestly, I've made so many mistakes and I've learned so much in the last few years, and do you know what? Even in the last year, I learned most of like a bulk of information about piercings as well. Like, I feel like I'm constantly learning and growing, and piercings and tattoos are a special interest of mine. They always have been. Since I was 12, I've wanted like tattoos and piercings. I've always wanted my septum done since I was 12. Always wanted it since 12. You know what I mean? Like, for a long time, I wanted this done, and I got it done last year. And I learned that it doesn't like close over, it just shrinks. A lot of piercings, they won't close over, they'll just shrink. So you have to get them like basically like stretched. You have to get your septum stretched like I did when I had to take it out for that job. I learnt a lot of stuff. Like, I used to panic so bad that like my piercing was just gonna like completely just vanish from my ear and I'd have to redo it all over again. But most likely, unless it's extremely fresh, once it's healed, it won't like completely heal over, it will just shrink. That's another thing that will save you a lot of panic if you were like me and really attached to your piercings and, oh no, the piercing fell out, it's gonna just disappear. No. If you get there within like a few days and it's not like completely fresh, it will be able to be reopened. Don't panic. I was literally having that same dilemma a few months ago over this, being like, I've lost my septum. No, it will get reopened. It'll be all good, you know?